This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you around this 2017 Rockwood Highwall HW27. Okay, so I'm just going to show you some of the features, okay? Now this is just a supplemental video. Normally you would go to if you were to purchase a new trailer, you go to the website, Rockwood or Forest River website, and look at their setup videos. So you can learn to set it up using their videos. That's the best way to do it. I'm just going to go over some of the features and the appliances, okay? Okay, so we have the sink here, running water, and of course a 2-burner cooktop here. Now you have to plug the gas into the system, right? So over here there's a line that pulls out. You can see it's a male gas fitting, right? And then up here you have a female with a quick connect. So you'll connect that, and then you'll get gas to your stove or to your cooktop. Now this rail here is for a grill, right? You do get a grill with it. It is used, so I'm not sure exactly the condition of it, but it's nevertheless it's a grill, and it would be in that black bag right there. Okay, and you get a rail with it too, which is in I think I saw the rail or the rack in the compartment that's in this little slide room. Okay, so basically the grill just hangs on here, and you have the same type of setup. You've got a gas line that comes out, and you hook it up, quick connect it, I'm sorry, and you're all set. Right here, so anyway, you have a grill, plus you've got 2 burners, so you have a bit of outdoor cooking space. So you have power here. Okay, this is a fresh water fill. This does have a fresh water tank that you can use. The only time you're going to use the fresh water tank is when you don't have city water. Most places have city water, so you'll just hook the hose to the city water hookup on the other side, which I'll show you in a minute, and you're all set. But if you're camping, you're boondocking or camping somewhere without city water, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank and then use the onboard pump to pump the water, and everything will work as though you have city water. You just be pumping it from the tank, okay? If you have city water, you don't have to worry about the tank or the pump. All right. This is just an outside light, a speaker. This is a radio antenna. This is your rail here. This is what the grill sits on right here. Okay. I thought it was on the other side, but it's right there. As we come around, this was some sort of a bike rack that the customer put on there. You have a battery here. There's a little trickle charger. I don't know if it works or not, but he did put that on there. I've actually never seen one like that before, but you also have LP tanks with a regulator. You have your power winch right here, or should I say power winch right here? I'm sorry, it's not a winch, it's a winch. Up and down. Basically you're going to bring it up until this is taut here, right to this line. If you ever pull this line loose, you just re-screw it in right next to it. People pull them out all the time, but what that does is it sets the trailer for the correct door height, so you can put the screen door in and it'll fit properly. So that's why you keep an eye on it. All right, your power cord is hooked up. It's a 30-foot 30-amp power cord. We also give you a little reducer to reduce it down to a 20. This is your city water hookup right here that we talked about. This you plug in before you put the top up. This is for the air conditioner, power to the air conditioner. So if you don't do it beforehand, you're going to have to get on a ladder and do it, or bring it back down. This is an outside shower / sprayer. Okay, these are service panels for your refrigerator. Your refrigerator has controls inside the camper, so I'll show you those when we get in there. This is the cover for your water heater, and this is your water heater. And it runs on LP gas, so it does have bypass valves on it, because you know, this trailer has plumbing, so you have to winterize it, meaning you have to purge the water out of the system and add antifreeze. Now you can't get antifreeze into the water heater tank because it'll leave a really foul taste, so they put bypass valves on the back, right? So before you pump an antifreeze in the fall, you got to bypass the water heater. Right now it's in camping mode, so the trailer is de-winterized, it's ready for camping, and the valves in the water heater are in camping mode. We'll screw this in for you and fill it up for you if you know, so you can run it. But right now it's unplugged, or the plug's out of it. This is an anode rod here, and this is your plug, and the plug is an 1 1/16 6-point socket. You'll need that to get it in and out, plus about a 6-inch extension and a ratchet or a breaker, whatever you have to screw it in and screw it out. So the switch for electricals inside, or excuse me, switch for the water heaters inside. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, there is storage under here too, right? You can also access that from the inside because it's underneath the dinette. All right, so you have a regular black tank here, right? And there is the hookup, and there's the valve, right? So that's for the toilet water and waste. You also have a gray tank, a couple of them I believe in this one, but you have gray tank, which is sink and shower water, right? So this one, you'll just make up a hose for it that'll send the water down into a drain or a bucket or wherever you want to drain the sink water to, right? But the toilet, you have to capture it in a dump station. So you'll put your dump hose on there, you'll pull the valve, and you'll dump the black tank right into the facilities at the campground. Okay, this of course is a stabilizer jack. You have 4 of them on this trailer. It's important to put the rear ones down, because if you get everybody at the back, it can sort of pop a wheelie unless you put these down. So make sure you do that. And this is where you would just keep your hose, your dump hose, right in this PVC tube here. Okay. All right. So as we come around, like I said, all the hitch up video and the setup video, definitely use the manufacturer's video just to look at it online. Follow the links. Okay, so these Highwalls are very big trailers, of course. You have an LP propane furnace, right? And then you have air conditioning here. The controls are on the air conditioner. So let's come over here. This is your thermostat right here. So all you do is click it to the right to turn it on. So you're just gonna click it this way. It's pretty hot in here, so I'm not sure if it's gonna. There it went. I think there we go. So you probably can hear it kick on. It's right there actually. It'll light itself. You don't have to do anything. It lights itself. It makes 3 attempts to light. So if it doesn't light in 3 attempts, which it always does, but if it doesn't, you click it off like that. You always want it to click. Hear it click to the left. You shut it off, and then you push it back over to on again, and it'll just run. It'll just go through the cycle again. So I just shut it off. So as soon as I shut that off, the burner went out, but it'll still purge. It'll still run through its cycle. So it'll shut down in a minute or two. Okay. You can unscrew the neck of this if you choose to. When you slide this one, I think you have to. Some of them you do, some of them you don't. I'm not totally familiar with the Rockwood design, but you can unscrew this and pull it out. It's got 2 O-rings on it, and put it in the sink. Just make sure you have the valves off. Okay, so that way it doesn't get hit by the bunks when you slide them in, or the beds when you slide them in. Okay. When it comes to air conditioner, you have this one knob is a thermostat, and then you have 4 positions with this one. Cool high right there. Of course, the thermostat is up all the way right there. So that's how you run the air conditioner. When it comes to your, I don't know if he's got the gas on or not. Well, let's just have to see here. Not sure what this is actually right here. Let me just take it out. Oh, I believe this was probably on the end of the glass at some point, and there's two, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry you couldn't see that. I'm talking and I'm not using the camera properly. This looks like it went on the edge here, and there's a screw hole here and a screw hole here and a screw hole here and a screw hole here. So there was a little bolt that held it on, and for whatever reason it's not, but you could just get a little machine screw and put it back on if you want to. So you have 3 knobs for the 3 burners. This one is for the oven, and then this is the sparker. You can spark it by turning it clockwise. Let's see. Now we have the tanks off, so it might take some turns to get the gas, to purge the air from the gas line. So it's got to travel through it, obviously, and I'm just going to keep clicking it because we have the tanks off. If it doesn't light, I'll go look and see if the gas has been turned off or what, but I can't say for sure, other than it does light. Okay. Once there's gas in here, in the gas line, 100%, it will light the first 1 or 2 times you click it. All right, let me go see if he's got the gas turned on, which I should have done to begin with, I guess. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, so they were shut off. Should have checked to begin with. Okay. So the air conditioner is kicking. I'm going to shut it off so you can hear me. Okay. So, right there, that one lit, and that one lit. So it's that simple. For the oven, it's a little different. It looks like this oven has never been used once. We see that all the time, by the way. At the bottom of the oven, all the way to the back, is a pilot light. You can't see it very well, but it's back there. So you need a lighter with a long neck on it, like a grill lighter. And basically, you're going to go to pilot, and you're going to depress it, right? Keeping it depressed, you'll keep sparking it till the pilot light down here lights. Once it lights, you still hold this in for another 10 or 15 seconds so to heat up the thermocouple. Once that happens, you go to operating temperature, and it works like an oven, it cycles. When you shut it off, the pilot light goes off. So each time you use the oven, you have to relight the pilot light. Okay? Alrighty. When it comes to your controls over here, this is a GFCI. All the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI. That's just a coax through from the outside of the trailer for an antenna or a cable hookup, whatever you want. This is your power converter. This converts AC to DC power. So on this side you got regular 110 AC fuses, and we're plugged in right now. And they're all labeled there. Then their power is converted to 12 volt DC on this side, so you got 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled right there. Also, this is a battery tender, so as long as you're plugged in, it's going to sense how much energy your battery up front, the one on the tongue, how much energy it has and needs, and it'll send as many amps necessary to charge it up. So it's a battery charger also. So when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator charges the battery. When you're plugged in, this power converter charges the battery. It converts AC to DC power. Okay, your refrigerator is a 3-way refrigerator. You'll use 3 energy sources. You turn it on this way, and you go to auto. So, okay, so we've got auto. Let me just go through them here till we get the right one. That's auto. That's DC power right there. So that's running on 12 volts. So it would run off the battery. This is gas, so it'll light on LP gas, and you can actually run this type. It's a gas absorption refrigerator, so it'll run on LP gas. All right, and then auto AC. This is the most common way to use it. The reason they call it auto AC is it always seeks out AC power. that takes parameters, so it always seeks it out and uses it. If it can't find it, it'll automatically light on gas. Or better yet, if you're camping, right, and it's a hot day and you've gone out with your family and you've gone out adventuring for the day, and soon after you leave, the campground loses its power, well, it'll sense that and it'll automatically switch over to gas for you so you don't spoil your food. So it runs on 3 different energy sources: AC, DC, and LP gas, and you always want to keep it up all the way on 5. Okay, you push this button to open it here. There you have it. Okay, the water heater is under this board here, so there's a finger hole right there. You just pull it out and you'll see the water heater with the valves on the back, with the bypass valves on the back. Okay, alrighty. Microwave works like any other microwave. This is your water station here. You got your water pump switch right here, right? You have your fresh water empty, gray water empty, and black water empty. So that's how you check your levels on your tanks. This is your shower slash toilet. The toilet sits right over the black tank. We talked about that. And then of course the shower water goes down into a gray tank. Okay. You do have a 3-speed vent here. It really does a good job pulling the heat out. So make sure, just make sure there's a little lock there to lock it when you're in the closed position, so it doesn't creep open and water can slip in there when you're going down the road. So make sure you lock it properly. That's all you really have to remember. That cranks it up. That's your speed selector. So very simple. Okay. Right now the table is down in the stowed position. The shower is in the stowed position. You have a canister for a water filter here if you want to use that. If you use it, you change it every year, okay? Also back down here, this is the switch to light your water heater, like that, okay? And this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. So it should always be green like it is. If it goes off, you take everybody outside. Leave the door open, shut any appliances off, shut the gas off at the front, and then figure out what's going on, okay? That'll detect carbon monoxide or LP gas buildup, okay? So I think that about covers it. Like I said, go to the video for the for setup on the manufacturer's site. These things here, these are like low tech here. There's only 2 of them. They go kitty corner from each other, and basically trees fall in the woods sometimes. So this is just making, people will give you a million different answers about what these are for, but what it's for is to add strength to the roof. It's very low tech. It just goes like this. If you can get it on here. Well, I can't get it one-handed, but it goes on and you just clip it on, and it just adds strength to the roof in case a tree was to fall and hit it. So that's what it's for. People will tell you all sorts of things that it's for, but that's what it's really for. And there's 2 of them. They go kitty corner from each other. Alrighty. We'll have your smoke detector, a new one or whatever it takes to when you pick up. I notice it's still, and it's apart. So let me see here. Yeah. So I think that covers it. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Right now, this is de-winterized. There's water in the system. The valves on the water heater are in camping mode, and it's ready to go. Okay. And remember, you want to inspect any place you see caulk from the factory. You want to inspect it and recaulk as needed. Don't use hardware store caulk. Don't use silicone from the hardware store. Go to an RV place, get something called ProFlex. In this case, it would be clear ProFlex. It's only about $10 a tube, but it comes in a big caulk tube. But that's the correct stuff to use on this is clear ProFlex. Okay, thank you.